So, Antifa out there trying real hard, doing what their bosses, their little mob bosses there that don't give a fuck about them. Black Lives Matter, same thing. Basically, they're just using them as pawns. What they're trying to do is drive up a response from your local American Legion, or your country boys who go deer hunting every year. And when that happens, then what you're going to hear is that these normal people who want to just work right now and they're not involved in causing chaos in the country, once they've had enough because they can't feed their families, because all these people are really getting on their nerves, they will respond by going out there and just slaughtering them. And then they'll be remembered as the people who slaughtered terrorists, but they won't be remembered that way, really, because the media is going to put a spin on it and say that they're mass murderers who went out and slaughtered peaceful protesters. And you see, the military can't get involved in this, right? So it's domestic, and that was the way that the UN and the bought and paid for politicians set it up over the years and made it illegal on purpose, was because they didn't want the military to be able to get involved, because they could have solved this problem in no time. You wouldn't have a problem anymore, right? So what I would do, military, is there's two options here. Get you a drone, right, that fires 50 cal rounds or 308 or something common. Use something common. Just get like a drone that fires 9mm or something. And get that drone that's kind of quiet and out of sight, right? You're going to have one that flies, about 500 feet that nobody can see. And just start shooting these people right in the middle of their packs. And nobody will ever know where these bullets are coming from. And just lay them out and just do the stealth and a black op that nobody even knows about, right? And you'll fly the drone about 500 feet over them and just start shooting into their crowd and kill about 30 or 40 of them in about 3 different towns where they're having riots and stuff. And these people will fall over dead. Well, immediately after that, you need to have some witnesses on the ground that aren't part of Antifa, but they look like they're part of Antifa and Black Lives Matter. And the first thing they need to do is get on their social media and go to the media or film some things. What you could do is have an Antifa member that looks like an Antifa member kind of off in the distance, but you can see the same crowd that's being shot up while you're shooting them up with the drone. But these people are actually embedded within Antifa, right? So you'll have your one guy break out the phone and film another guy with a fake gun that looks like he just shot all those people, and his face is going to be covered. Of course, it's going to be one of yours. So as soon as they get that part done, they'll get out. They just want to upload that into the social media, and what the narrative will be, which you'll mold it instantly, because you're going to have a whole bunch of dead people that they don't know who killed them. And then all of a sudden, these videos pop up of an Antifa member shooting other Antifa members. So the narrative will be pushed into the media. Uh-oh, these people have turned into complete zombies. Now they're killing each other and eating each other, right? See how that works? And now what that'll do is foil their plot that I started out with, where what they're trying to do is drive the good conservative Christians to go out there at some point when they start starving to death and they can't feed their families anymore because we got a bunch of idiots around, and not to mention the government too, right? The government's also involved in starving their families to death because of a fake virus. So what you'd want to do is pull that off in Antifa, in the Antifa riots and the Black Lives Matter riots, is kill a bunch of them, make it look like they killed each other, and then pump that narrative in social media, and then you'll have that push. What that'll do is make them look like the villains that they are, and not the peaceful protesters that they are. So you'll actually smear them while you save the people who are abiding by the law and staying home right now and doing everything they're told to do, but they're starting to starve to death because they can't make money, right? You'll save them all the headache of what the media is going to put them through later. See how that works? Yeah, I know, it's genius. You know, military, I've been talking about this agency, the other government agency, or OGA, that nobody knows about. That would include Washington, right? Because Washington is all compromised, and they're doing the bidding of foreign powers that want to destroy America and take our guns and destroy the Constitution and destroy our way of life and make us slaves that have to stay at home. I mean, basically, the symbolism that you're looking at in the all around right now is what they want for you in the future. And medical tyranny on things that don't even exist or what they've schemed up here, right? So, what I'm getting at, military, is the military is a huge organization. Huge, right? I know you have teams anywhere in the military that not one person, okay, in politics or anywhere is going to know who's who, especially if you can get with the CIA, who's monitoring everybody's minds and knows exactly what the military is up to and compromised all the generals and shut them down so that they won't know what you're up to when you do it. See, now you've got compromising information on the CIA, who are using blackmail to prevent the military from doing their job, even though they aren't supposed to do their job inside of the United States, because they're not supposed to inject themselves into domestic affairs unless we're attacked by a foreign power. Well, I don't know what you consider Antifa, who's flying Soviet Union flags, their military, but as far as I'm concerned, they're hacked by foreign entities that are driving them to burn our cities down. Now, if that isn't being attacked by a foreign power, I don't know what is. But some reason you're still not going, or you're not activating. You haven't gone to DEFCON level 2 yet and told the country that we're under invasion and gone out there and killed all these people, right? So that's fine. You don't have to do that. But considering how big that the military is, it's a huge organization with millions of people in it. It shouldn't be too hard to put together a black ops teams, okay, that nobody in Washington knows about, right? Just do it on the side. Don't take these orders from the top. You do the orders yourself, okay? Just do it quietly. Get your best. Don't get caught, right? Make sure these other agencies who are going to spy on you don't catch you. And what you want to do is take out their spying equipment immediately before you do anything. Find out how they're spying on you and take that equipment out, okay? And they're hacking your minds and they're reading your minds, generals, and things like that. So once you get rid of that equipment, they won't be able to tell on you because they won't know what you did. And even if they do tell on you, just deny it. Y'all are fucking full of shit. How do we know that you didn't do that and you're trying to blame it on us? See how that works? I mean, if they don't have evidence to prove that you did something, then you didn't do it, right? And the military is really good at not leaving evidence if you do it right. And they got these black ops teams. So I'd put a bunch of black ops teams together and do something like I just said in the beginning of this video, right? And nobody will ever know who did it. Right? Well, some people might, the people that are spying on you, if you don't take out their technology that's spying on you. But even if they do say that they know that you did it, how are you going to say, where's the evidence? Where did you get this information from? How do you know that we did that? Show me the evidence. Well, we got this system that hacks your mind and we was reading it. See, they're not going to say that, right? They're military. So they don't have you by the balls. And I don't care how much y'all think, well, you can't do nothing and your hands are tied right now. The technology that they're using to prevent you from taking action like I'm talking about, they will not admit to. And I want them to admit to it. So it's kind of a win-win. If you get them to admit to it, even better. Okay? See where I'm going with that?